Number one, figure out if you are goal motivated or process motivated. More people than you'd think are actually more motivated by a process than an actual goal. And there's a big difference. I am process motivated. I definitely put the goal on the calendar, but I invest way more of my time, energy, and thinking into what do I need to do to make that goal happen versus the goal itself. Instagram will glorify the goal, but in life, more of us need to focus on glorifying the process. Number two, that process then needs to become a system in your calendar, a system in your daily to-do list, putting your training in your calendar, putting your meal prep, all the steps you need to do to get to that goal. The major benefit of this is if anything changes, like for me, I've recently been spending the last 3 months really nurturing healing from a glute strain. My fitness is already a system. I know when I train, I know when I grocery shop, I know when I meal prep. All that changed was the workouts. I was doing more PT, rehab, prehab than full-blown barbell strength training. Same system, just insert different protocol. Number three, knowing whether a goal is right for you. A lot of us try to pigeonhole ourselves into other goals that we see other people achieving, but someone else's goal might not be the goal you actually want. Here's how to know the difference. Picture yourself achieving the goal and then the day after the goal. Do you picture yourself thankful that you can just go back to normal? Or do you actually want to be that changed person? 2 examples. Me running the Great World Race, I am going to be exactly the same person afterwards, doing the same actions. I will be running, I will be meal prepping, I will be recovering. The only difference is I will be someone who ran 7 marathons in 7 days on all 7 continents. If you have a weight loss goal, the day after you reach your goal, will you still be committed to being the person that meal preps weekly, tracks their macros, or sticks to your nutrition plan? If you can't answer yes to that question, then it's not the right goal for you. Pick a different goal. Maybe it needs to be smaller. Maybe it needs to be bigger. Maybe it needs to be totally different. Either way, make sure it's right for you. This next one, number 4, is personal to me and my point of view about achieving big goals, but I am a huge fan of having at least a year to achieve your goal. Why? Because it leaves a ton of room for messing up. If you've been trying to lose the last 20 pounds for the last 20 years, but you keep trying to do it in 12 weeks, it's not going to work the next time you try to do it in 12 weeks. And because it doesn't work in 12 weeks, our instinct is to say, well, I should try to do it faster. I'll do it in 10 weeks. Next time, try the opposite. Give yourself a year and break it down into 5-pound increment goals. That's what I did with the Great World Race, not the weight loss part. I have no desire to lose weight. The goal was so huge, I gave myself a year to train for it, and I broke it down into 5 smaller cycles. That way I know whatever phase I'm in, whatever cycle I'm in, has a purpose. It just breaks the goal down into smaller chunks of processes. But trust me, 100% of the time, this works every time. Number 5, doing this one on a water break. The faster you try to go, the slower your progress to that goal will be. When we try to skip over steps, when we try to speed up the process, when we try to do hacks, it only sets you farther away from your goal. Believe you me, I've tried them all. And if there's anything that I've learned from my most recent running strain that I got in my glute, is that the faster I tried to make my body heal, the slower my progress was. None of the steps can be skipped. None of them. So invest early in just doing the process day in, day out. Mastering the mundane, and then poof, before you know it, you'll be at your goal. Number 6, the part of the process that you resist the most is actually the key to unlocking the whole thing. Good example for me, I am very type A. I like checking boxes. I like things very scheduled and organized. For me, the biggest unlock was flexibility. I was always afraid that if I let myself be flexible at all, that my entire system would fall apart. The whole thing would be ruined, and I'd never get to my goal. That's such a pile of poop. In order to live life, I need to be flexible. And if you are overly flexible, and the part of the process that scares you is putting things in your calendar, investing in a system, a process, you probably need to do more of that. So really lean into the part that you resist the most. Number 7, this is a really good one just to stick in your back pocket. Ask yourself what you're trying to skip over. That's the most honest question I have ever found to getting anybody unstuck in this process. 9 times out of 10, I find that it's some kind of discomfort we don't want to face, whether it's fear of failure, fear of disappointing ourselves. Sometimes we'd rather just be disappointed now so we can control the disappointment and we're not disappointed later. It's like, but if you need to get really honest, this is the question to dig in. What part of the process are you trying to skip over and why? Number 8, last but absolutely not least, please find a way to make it fun. I think the world is missing people that are having fun in the things they're doing. There's a lot of things that we have to do in life that are not fun. So if you're gonna go achieve a goal, make it as fun as possible. We weren't put here to dread waking up, dread the next day before we go to bed. Put yourself in the process of a goal that you enjoy reaching and striving towards, being in the process of achieving. We were put on earth to have and enjoy this life, live it in abundance to the fullest until it overflows. And let me tell you, if you can find enjoyment in your process, it makes points 1 to 7 that I talked about in this post a lot easier. Have a great day, everyone. Mwah.